Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Patricia and this channel is all about women's working lives after the age of 60. Today's interview was with Wendy Vineyard and we talked about the importance of finding our purpose as we go into our 60s. Sometimes it's elusive to us and we wander for a while. We also talked about those important dreams. Not all of our dreams will come true, and therefore it's very important for us to have the focus to be able to have some of them come true with action. If you enjoyed the video today, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. Give us your comments below. Let us know what you'd like to see on this channel. This is all about you, and we want to bring you quality content so that you will share our videos and also come back. Have a great day and enjoy the video.
I actually call myself a vibrant health and energy coach.
Okay,
And
say
so,
more about that.
Well, I work with people to improve self-esteem, relationships, anxiety, stress, premature aging, a lot of the quality of life issues that dog people for many years.
Okay.
And they decide at one point that they don't want to deal with it anymore. And so then they're ready to go deeper.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get into this career that you have now?
15 years ago, I went back to school. I was working full time, and I really didn't like my job. It was a corporate job, and so I decided that I would be happier if I took some courses in holistic healing. And while I loved it, and I worked really hard at it, and I worked in that type of healing for several years, Reiki, reflexology, aromatherapy, massage, and it was great.
Yeah.
I could see that I really wasn't getting at the root cause of people's problems. And so I started a quest. I looked and I took many courses. I did research. I was looking for answers that were natural, not involving drugs or surgery, because that was important to me. I wanted to find a way to get to the root cause. And when you can get to the root cause and heal that, each of us heals ourselves. I guide them to do their own healing. So when you heal the root cause of whatever it is that's causing a problem in your life, then the problem has no reason to be there. And people often experience transformational results with the work that I do now. And I'm really proud of the work I do now because it was a quest, a multi-year journey to find something that I had confidence in that would give the results that people were after. And it energizes me. I'm full of confidence for what I do and how I can help people. And that's an important part of the reason why you have me here today. Is because I'm driven by this dream.
So in your earlier career, say your first job, is there anything that you learned in your first job that actually helps you in your business now?
My first job was as a page in a library. And I don't even know if they still have those jobs anymore. But a page would put away books. And I love the fact that there's a place for everything and everything in its place. And be organized.
A library is a great place to learn that.
Yes.
There's a lot of talk about that now in minimalism, right?
Yes.
But when you think about it, a library is a great case study for things in their place and a place for everything.
Yes.
So that's good. That's great.
And that order helps you to use your focus.
Yeah.
Because focus has been a challenge for me throughout my life. I'm interested in so many different things, Patricia.
Oh, okay.
It's hard for me to focus on any one thing. And so knowing that things happen one step at a time, and that keeps you out of overwhelm, and staying in the moment to do what you need to do in this moment, because that's all we ever have.
So your journey in researching your career actually was a self journey as well, like self-healing for yourself.
Yes,
right?
definitely.
And that you can use that now.
Yes.
I've asked you to identify a photograph of when you were a little girl, because quite often that tells us a lot about our journey that's coming up, but it also we're able to tell that little girl something. So, what photo would you select as being your favorite photo that gave you some wisdom when you were young, and what would you say to her?
I like the photo in my grade 1 class because I'm smiling, I look happy, and my best friend Anita is right behind me. And I had a wonderful experience a few months ago where Anita and I connected through, oh yes, Facebook. And we hadn't seen one another in 50 years.
50 years, wow.
Yeah.
And so you've reconnected again.
Yes, yes.
What would you say to those 2 little girls then?
I would say that the journey ahead is difficult, it's wonderful, it's amazing, and you will be okay.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had had that in my head in my younger years.
Yes.
You will be okay. No matter what you go through, you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Those little girls, resilient, smart,
For sure.
capable, and whatever they were going through at that time, they got through it, and they went on to have great lives.
Now, you spoke about the fact that when we're that young, there's an unawareness that we have, and that awareness grows, especially as we grow together with another friend. Is there something you'd like to say about that?
Well, we don't have any awareness of the value of what's inside of us until we start our own journey of self-discovery. And when we realize that we are more than this visage, this face, this body, it takes on a whole new meaning for the value of what we bring to this planet, to each other, to ourselves, to be able to get the most out of this life that we're in right now.
So you are at a great point now, early 60s, where you are really encouraged to get the best out of your life. If you were to be speaking with a woman that's thinking, you know, I've come to the end, I want to quit my job, I don't feel like working anymore, what kind of conversation would you have with her?
Well, I think that there's a lot of options for people today, and I would respect anybody's choice for what they think is best for them. However, I would want to encourage anyone, man or woman, retiring from their work to really consider what is going to get you up in the morning.
So what's your big why? What gets you up in the morning?
Well, I love my life. I have a great life, and I'm really excited about being able to use all that I've learned to help people. I have to tell you, Patricia, I had to go through a journey of feeling like I wasn't enough. And I think a lot of women do that.
Yes, do.
And when you decide and when you know for sure, you feel it in your heart that you are enough and that you have amazing things to share, that's a really transformational moment to be able to think, I can help save someone the heartache or the worry or the wonder of, am I going to make it? Do I have anything that I can contribute? When people retire, they sometimes may not give enough thought to what it is they really want to do after retirement.
Yes.
I've told you this earlier. I want to continue working forever. I see myself as 90, 95 and still having clients.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that the world needs what I've got.
So it's your purpose. So you're going to continue living your purpose.
Yes.
And that is a very important point, because if you go into your 60s without understanding what your purpose is or what your big why is, then you can still wander a little and not be able to enjoy your life and identify what is it that gets you up in the morning.
Yes.
And so that purpose is so important. And I think for the majority of women, understanding what their purpose is, and like we spoke before about being aware of it, sometimes it takes a while to be aware of it.
Yes.
But once they know what it is, then they're very happy to continue working because they're doing something that they love.
Yes.
And it gives rewards more than just the money. Okay.
Yes.
And it's their purpose. When we were talking about you as a little girl, okay, knowing what you know now about self-care, because I know a lot of the work that you do is around self-care.
Yes.
What would you say to that little girl about preparing herself so that she is able to enjoy her work after 60?
I would say learning to enjoy being in the moment, rather always anticipating or thinking back.
Do you think she'd understand that?
I do. I think children understand that more than we do as adults.
Yeah.
I think we forget how to
Good point.
just be with what it is that you're doing right now. And I think that getting involved with a hobby that calls to you, a lot of women these days, it's quite funny, turning to knitting, crocheting.
Yes, I've heard that.
A resurgence in that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And interestingly, what's coming out of that, why they're probably attracted to that, is because any repetitive activity leads to less stress. It gives you something to focus on, and you're doing something productive that you enjoy, that you can just keep doing any repetitive activity.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Never thought about it that
there you
way.
go.
That's
Stress
good.
management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, I think that it's really important that you conquer your fears and live your dreams. You're not going to meet every single dream. That's okay. But think about the ones that you really want and go for it. Because you'll look back at 90 and you'll go, 60 is pretty damn young. A baby.
So, a baby. Yes, you are a baby. So thank you very much. I think it's great to end on that note. And thank you for inviting me to your home, and thank you for being willing to give your wisdom to other women who are looking at the joy of working after 60.
My pleasure.
If you enjoyed the video today, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Check out the links below. And remember, take care of yourself, do what's best for you, and don't jeopardize what you have built for yourself.